Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Welcome to my space. You know what? Just quick story. I never got a MySpace page. I had a Black Planet, but never a MySpace. And now I have all of these social media apps, and I'm so glad that I have this mind to navigate through the technology that has been put forth to me over this past decade. It's amazing what God can do with the mind, right? So, we're still talking about self-control. It is day 4. We are still being intentional. It is May 19th. The month is almost up. The miracle signs and wonders that I've seen has blown my mind. I'm forever grateful for God to just show me the little things. Yesterday or the day before, we talked about celebrating the little things. Let me get my notes here. Excuse me. Thank God my allergies are not bothering me today. Won't he do it? Listen, I went to my doctor and I got a prescription for a Z-Pack. Yeah, I'm putting y'all in my business just a little bit just to know that it's working. The Z-Pack is working for sure. So this week we've been talking about self-control. We talked about, we defined self-control. We measured how to measure self-control, celebrating the little wins in yourself to have self-control. Yesterday was demand strategy. We have to put a demand on our life and strategize each area of our life so we can control that part. See, having self-control is knowing what you can control. And you can only control yourself and how you react to certain things. When you really understand that, you will live a peaceful life. I am a living testimony. And it's not that I was in everybody's tea and in everybody's Kool-Aid and everybody's business, but I wanted to help because I have a nurturing spirit, right? I'm a natural teacher. So I want to teach you how to fish so you can fish for a lifetime. And I was putting myself in situations that I wasn't supposed to be in, not because of any reason other than I didn't have the self-control to say, this is not my battle. This is not my fight. And I thank God for wisdom and discernment in those times of my life. So we have to demand strategy. We talked about that yesterday. Today, we're going to talk about don't intimidate yourself. Adjust your thoughts. Self-control is not about intimidation. It's not putting yourself in anguish. It's freely and fluidly releasing control of of things that were none of your business. What someone thinks about you is none of your business. How someone treats you is none of your business. And I say that because it's a reflection of them, not a reflection of you. It's very important to understand that aspect of life. So the scripture that I have for today is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 5 through 7. I'm going to read out of the Message Bible. And it says, that precious memory triggers another. Your honest faith, and what a rich faith it is. Handed down from your grandmother to your mother, and now you. And the special gift of ministry you received when hands were laid on you and prayed, kept that ablaze. God doesn't want us to be shy with his gifts, but bold and loving and sensible. In the King James Version, in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, it says, for God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. That sound mind part is very, very important to self-control. And just to give you a more in-depth definition of a sound mind. A sound mind and memory refers to a person's state of being at the time of the making of their will. A sound mind and memory means the person has sufficient mental capacity to understand their actions. God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and the mental capacity to understand our actions. That's basically what it's saying, breaking down scripture. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Listen, I heard something so profound. I think it was today. My brain, it never stops. And the quote was, God will not do for you what you can do for yourself. When we ask God to blow our minds, we're not asking God to give us things or to show us things or to reveal and bring up the fruits of our labor, things that we can do for ourselves. If you want to get paid, you go to work. If you want to garden, you dig. If you want a family, you create your family. God's not going to give us the things that we can do for ourselves. He wants us to see his hand on our life. He wants to blow our minds. So when I say, God, blow my mind, do something that's not in my control. So I know it's you. So I know it's real. And when he shows up, he shows completely out, because he has given me miracle signs and wonders for this whole entire month of May 2022, and previously and in the future. I claim it. I declare it. I decree it. God will continue to blow my mind. Now let's hear your testimony. What has God done for you that you knew that was out of your control? I'm sure there's something. You got to think about that. And when you think about that, I want you to put it in the comments. I want you to tell us your testimony. Because self-control, again, is understanding what you can do and how you react. God gave you the authority over your own life. When Jesus died on the cross, that was it. You got to choose. Right, wrong, or indifferent. It was all about you. So when you lack self-control, you're basically giving the adversary dominion over your life. That's powerful. That's a whole nother word. I'm not going that deep. So don't intimidate yourself. Don't think that you don't have the capabilities of doing what God called you to do, or the capabilities of doing what you need to do for yourself. It can be done. There are several success stories. There are several testimonies of people connected to you that say, I put in the work, I got it done. Look at me. Self-control. And in order for you to be able to not intimidate yourself in the things that you need done in your life, you have to adjust your thoughts. Stop all that stinking thinking. Now, I'm Black. I live in Oklahoma City. And growing up, I know that my parents reverence in the fact that everybody is different and everybody deserves love. So I don't see what a lot of people see. All I see is hurt people and people that need love, and love people that are empty and need to be replenished. And all I see is love. Love or the lack of love. I don't really see a lot of differences in a lot of people. And I'm not being naive. I'm just telling you how my heart is set up. But there are some people out here that will blame everything on the white man. There are some people out here that will blame everything on their baby mama, on their baby daddy, on their job, on their income, on their lack of education or their advanced education. There are people out here that will shift the blame so they don't have to internalize the fact that they are inadequate. Listen, this message can go there, but I don't want to go there. I want to keep it positive. But stop complaining. You have self-control. It's your God-given right. Do something to make your life better. Once you have that desire, the sky's the limit. You can do what you need to do to make your situations better. If you're in a toxic relationship, leave. Who cares if you don't have any place to stay, or a ride to work, or you can't afford to leave, or there's this, that, and the third. I am a survivor of domestic violence and abuse. See, a lot of y'all don't know my testimony, but know when it was time for me to go, I was gone, and I made it work. So for me to sit up here on this platform and give you all of this advice, know that it came with a price. This humbleness, this meekness, this self-control that I have, it came with a price. I had to suffer. I did. I suffered. But I'm grateful for the suffering. So when you know better, you do better. Adjust your stinking thinking. Gain more self-control. Don't intimidate yourself thinking you can't do it, because you can. Put a strategy, demand a strategy for yourself. Put a strategy on your life. Celebrate those small wins. Measure it. Define what it is. And you are on your road to success. I promise you I know what I'm talking about, because I've been there and I've done that. I love you. Have a good May the 19th, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.